Hello, it's Greenhat-Redbeard Adventures. Looks like today I got a little bit lucky with getting out of work early, so I'm going to test out my little Altoids twig burning stove that I made here, that you saw in a previous video. I got some little bit of wood in there. This wood that I have here with me today is leftovers from when I did the kid stove burn-in the other day that you saw in a previous video. And I've got a cup here with 2 cups of water inside of it. With my lack of time and lack of wood that I have here, if it doesn't get to a rolling boil, it's not like a really serious big deal to me, but I do want to at least try to get the thing working and see how good it works. And inside the container, aside from the stove pieces itself, I put in 2 of these little fire discs that I made in the previous video and a big lighter. So I'm going to use this to get the stove rolling, and I'm going to see how well this thing pulls off, because I'm really curious and I really want to get it done with. So probably should have got this here prepared a little more in advance as opposed to doing it on video, but you know, either way. So I'm going to split that right there, fluff that out, and we'll light that up. There we go. So we got it started. So I got all these really thin paper-like pieces that are left over from... Oh, did I just douse the fire? Nope, good, thank you, thank God. These are all the little bits and pieces that are left over from the bag that I had. So there's not like a whole lot of really good big chunks left. So I'm just going with what I have at this point. So... today is more just about playing with it and seeing how good or bad it does, and if I can keep the fire maintained and whatnot. And I figured I'd shoot the video since I'm doing it. So for those of you who are wondering, I do have a clean canteen full of water here in my backpack directly behind the camera. I also have another liter of water as well, and obviously you can see I'm surrounded by snow, so I can very easily douse this if I needed to, just in case of emergency. But you know, even then it's likely that's not going to happen. Alright, so I'm going to stick my little pot on the top of there now. As I showed in the previous video, it's pretty sturdy, and even now with the water on it, you know, it's still pretty sturdy. So. With what little wood chips and stuff I have left here, I got a little small pot here, a little bit of a bigger pile here. I still got a couple of more thicker ones here, but even these ones are not even all that thick either. So I'm hoping that this will work out okay, and so far it appears to be working pretty nicely. Got a nice decent sized flame coming out the back side here. So far, I'm really liking the fact that the door is on this side here, so I can put longer sticks in as opposed to really short, stubby ones inside instead. So if I put the door on this side, I mean. So far, the stove seems to be working nicely. You know, for the size of it is and how small it is and whatnot, it's still got some decent flame in there. And these are just wood chips, you know. If I get the actual sticks in there, I'd imagine how good it'll, or possibly even maybe even better it might be. I don't know. But either way, I'm very pleased with it so far. See if I gotta find a more thicker piece that's in here. There's one. If I had a little more space on the little platform here. This is just a block of wood like that I found on the ground, by the way, just to give me some space between the surface of the chair so it doesn't burn the chair or anything. But if I had a little more space, I'd definitely put up a windscreen because there's a little bit of a breeze. Not too bad, but it's, you know, just enough. You can definitely hear it in the background quite a bit. I'd say that probably one of the downsides to a stove like this size, and this is going to be not just for this stove, but just any small stove, pocket-sized stove in general, is that the downside to them is that, well, for one, it's not meant for any real serious level cooking. And the other is that it's in a position where you got to almost continuously feed the fire with the twigs and sticks that you find and packing in there. Otherwise, if you leave it for too long, like 30 seconds or so, it might just go out on you by mistake. So once the flames die down a little bit, I'll check my water, see how it's coming along, obviously. And I know it's not boiling yet, but get an idea if it's we got a little bit of bubbles in the bottom there, not very much. But then again, it is -4 Celsius right now, so. Not bad at all. For what it is and the size of it and such, not bad at all.